Brown Boot steps off the carriage. Lord Protector Kensington begins to walk into a seemingly random spot in the wood. Shouldn't we have guards accompany you, my lord? I'm hardly a man in need of guards. The rustling of the branches can be heard from several yards away as Kensington cuts down any foliage obstructing his path. His blade strikes the air as he's found his destination in a small clearing about... that sentence has no indication that he's traveled at all, so he's cut through the forest. Anyway. The clearing is around 3 acres in size and dotted with buildings that look as if they've grown naturally into the woods. Each small house is nothing more than several trees planted in a ring to grow an opening in the middle. The tops of the houses show branches barren of leaves. In fact, every tree surrounding the clearing seems barren. A woman sits on a small step in front of one of the buildings. She's human and older, around 80. She has long white hair and leans over a cane whose top is a bird skull. She wears a mask or a helmet over her face that also appears to be the skull of a bird. It covers the top of her face. You can basically only see there. Her eyes are completely obscured in the black holes of it. Alistair, what has become of you? Did your own flesh also fail to meet your standards? Alistair looks to the woman with a burning glare. Why have you come here? Long ago my forebears slayed a beast that befouled this hollow. However, I have a suspicion that it survived. Your forebears called this place home, you know. As do I. Our family home in this lovely little hollow. The beast you speak of. She calls to you, does she? Perhaps it was your voice I was hearing, witch. Kensington draws his blade. You've claimed the whole empire, and I can't even have my quiet little corner of these woods. These woods are under the watch of God. So long as I have authority, no demon or heretic shall find refuge on his soil. He's poisoning your mind, Alistair. Can you not taste his venom? I have only a taste for virtue. Each god you slay feeds a beast far more fearsome than that deer you're so fond of. Kensington draws his weapon to the woman. Watch your tongue, heretic. No matter how useful you may be at the moment, be assured that your sins too shall be judged. You don't scare me. I'm not the one who should. I've sat on this stoop for 20 years, looking into those woods, waiting for death to come and take me. How I so wish it was her that was visiting today. Then look over my shoulder, woman, for wherever I go, death is sure to follow. The woman looks up. Dark eye holes of her mask reveal 2 red dots behind them, boring through Kensington. That's right, Alistair. I do follow you. Kensington slashes at her, but her form seems incorporeal. Your family once followed me and my humble little cult, you know. I have no words for demons. Your blood is mine, child. For your treachery you shall suffer 1,000 deaths. With your crown rusted and your kingdom in ashes, I shall remain. That father of mine may have claimed you in life, but in death, all belong to me. she poofs into ashes and no longer appears before him. What happens we will not know, as that's the end of that scene. And we come back. Sunrise on a tiny little sandbar in the middle of God knows where. 6 exhausted adventurers. Well, 3 sit around a fire. 1 is standing in the ocean, looking
By
out.
himself, just standing in the ocean.
One seems to be walking down another way, and the other... the rest of you don't immediately see him.
So Bungus is just standing in the ocean screaming?
No. I was imitating the Guts theme. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
it's a meme.
The Guts meme?
Yeah, the Guts theme meme.
Okay.
But Bungus is standing in the ocean.
Yes, I am out in the ocean, just staring off. You might see me like look down and like look at this thing around my neck. But yes.
Yogu,
Yes, Roger.
you know, I don't really feel like getting wet first thing in the morning, and will you go see what Bungus is about? He's really too short to be standing there letting those waves just slam him in the chest.
You hear Moses coughing because the water keeps getting in his mouth.
Yes, Roger, you're right. He might get swept out to sea.
I think high tide's coming in.
Yoku will go see.
You swim just so much better than me. And again, I really just don't want to get wet, so.
It's okay. Yogu will go see what Bungus is doing. Yogu wades out in the water and taps Bungus's shoulder. Bungu, what? What are you doing? Why you stand out here?
Bungus is obviously a little flustered. How long has this been since I've like woken up? Is this like
You kind of just woke up along
Okay.
with them.
Yeah, so Bungus is still a little flustered. He's trying to wrap his head around what happened. Doesn't know why he's standing out in the middle of the ocean. But he's gonna say, I don't know. I don't know why I'm out here. I woke up out here and I've got this trinket around my neck. But this is silly as I get slapped by another wave.
Yes.
Let's go to shore.
This much salt water can't be good for your skin. Let's go.
The sun's coming up. I'm starting to get sunburnt.
So wait, is this trinket like new? Like he didn't have it before?
Yeah, I woke up with it.
Okay.
I have no clue.
As you
Well,
approach on the shore, what does this trinket look like around your neck?
It is a...
You do recognize it.
Oh.
I recognize it?
No,
okay.
Fungus does. Hang on.
Oh, I do? Oh. Okay, well, it's gonna look like... It's a trinket that has like a figure of a soldier.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Wait, what the fuck? How did I get that? Nobody would. I guess Perlin would recognize it, and Damien. Sorry. I was going through all of the names. And I was like, Atlas, that's not right.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
It's like a dad with too many kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I come to shore, I guess if Perlin and Damien are awake, if they want to
They're not there,
inspect
right?
it. Are they not there? Oh
Wait,
no,
someone's walking
were
down
on
the.
beach.
Someone's
Yeah.
walking down the beach.
This
and-
is
Perlin,
okay,
you're
then
walking down the beach.
I'll explain that it's a.
Damien, you're nowhere to be seen.
It belonged to a close
Nowhere to be
friend
seen.
and a compatriot.
Oh, I,
Well,
Yes,
I think I know what that is.
yes, it's that one.
Okay.
cool. Hey, did you see? Did Perlin say where he was going this morning? I saw sort of just the outline of him as he was walking away down the beach, but not really sure what he was doing. Not that there's really anything to do on this stupid little
Well-
sandbar we're on.
So
Judging
did I wake
by
up before everyone else?
You did. But when you woke up, you didn't see Damien.
Okay.
judging by it being us three that were away from camp, we should probably go find them, or at least go see what's going on.
Hey, what's the rush? If he walks around the entire island, he'll be back here in like an hour.
Yeah, but this is Bungus is going to be a little freaked out by the fact that he just got Dyror's trinket, like, just kind of fell on him overnight after a night of bad dreams.
Wait, you're saying you didn't have that with you before? You woke up, don't remember what you were doing, just woke up standing in the ocean wearing that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, let's go find these motherfuckers. Something is obviously wrong.
Yes, who knows what
yeah.
else might happen.
Anyone who wants to can roll a perception check.
I'll try.
I would like to instead say, look, because we saw Perlin's like just figure from like a distance walking away somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Be like, I'm pretty sure I can catch him. Why don't you guys try to find Damien? And I'm going to just fucking take off.
Hold on. How fast is your walking speed?
My walking speed is only 30, but I can bonus action dash as well, so basically I have a turn movement of 90, and if needed, I can double my movement speed for a turn. Is your speed still faster?
I might be able to outdash you. I have 50 walking speed.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Damn. So that's 100. So yeah, you're faster than I am, except for a turn where I take I use my racial feature to double my speed, and I go 180.
God dang.
So I take off, and then all of a sudden you're like fucking next to me, and I'm like, all right.
Yogi's just left in a cloud of sand as you both fucking bowl.
It like quickly
Yogu
becomes a
knocks
competition.
Yogu knocks as the two of you stand, as the like sand cloud clears, revealing the two of you. Yogu, you do this like lizard blink, and your eyes like chameleon gaze around. About a mile down the coast, you see like the form of Damien. Very vaguely, you can't make out what he's doing.
I'm just going the wrong way.
Yogi's just
Like in the
squint-
opposite direction. Perlin was walking, and they're basically in the opposite direction.
Gotcha. Yogu like kind of squints and says, Nox. He taps Nox's head. Says, "I think Damon's over there. We should go
Damon.
see."
I pull out my handy dandy seeing eyeglass.
Mispronounce everybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to mispronounce everyone's names.
Bungu.
Nox like holds out their seeing eyeglass and like spins it on their finger as a like catching it, peeking over, you do see Damien. Damien, what are you doing?
Walking down the beach pensively.
No,
I think we're just on a sandbar, right? There's no trees.
Yeah, you're on like a long, like, I'd say like 2 mile long sandbar.
what is he doing, Nox?
It looks like he's walking, Yogu. He's given up on us.
Kick some sand just into the air.
Just kick some.
Like do that thing where you get a super deep step and then just kick it all in the air.
I don't know. He seems distressed or depressed.
Oh, he's crying now.
Maybe we should go talk with him.
All right, let's go check in on him.
Just full mental breakdown.
We'll saunter our ways over to Dayman.
How big is a lap around the island? Is it a quarter mile? Is it a mile? Am I running a quick 400 right here?
The sandbar is, like I just said, is about 2 miles long. A lap around it would be 4 miles.
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Okay. But so, we'll start with the two people who are about to fucking brute force tackle Perlin.
I would like to, as we spot Perlin and we start getting close, I would like to let Bungus pull slightly ahead. Well, I guess he is pulling slightly ahead. And
Roger's definitely telling himself that he's letting Bungus pull ahead.
Oh, 100%. Like, I started off fast, but he's closed the distance every turn. It's got an extra 10 more feet of movement than me, at least. So, once he's ahead of me and it looks like he's gonna win, I would like to attempt to cast Hold Person
On
Bungus while he's running, because I don't want to lose.
All right.
So that is a Wisdom save 16.
I imagine all of Bungus's
That's
limbs...
me getting grasped by the smell.
I imagine Bungus is just like striding, then suddenly all of his limbs like snap together, and he like flops onto the ground like a fish.
It's literally just hitting a hand, like in a wall. So I'm just as fast as I can, and I just go boom. So that's why I'm like coughing.
See, I was imagining
That's so fucking winded.
the almost like the Petrificus Totalis, where again, like arms just sort of like lock up, and you just like belly slide, just face full of sand, like right up to Perlin, and I just walk up and like tap him on the shoulder. Hey, damn. Perlin, woo.
Good morning.
How you doing? And I drop the spell on Bungus. You tripped there, buddy.
For a second, I thought he was going to outrun you.
Oh, I was.
No, it was never gonna happen.
I figured he'd probably run out of steam. It's a big guy to be running that fast. I just getting a walk on the beach. Kind of woke up early. Didn't sleep so well, but
Listen,
Yeah, did you have some
Perlin.
strange dreams last night? Oh, sorry.
I understand. We were us three. We all woke up away from camp. I understand that we probably all went through the same thing. We need to find Damien.
you had a traumatizing dream?
Very.
Okay. Well, that
Fair.
makes me feel better. Maybe it should make me feel worse.
Oh, just all of Bungus's trauma, just right
Did it
there.
involve your parents? Actually, don't answer that.
You see Bungus just tear a little,
It's like, no, he turns away.
runs away. But
We
yeah,
don't know where Damien is.
I thought you were going after him, or were you
No,
just going for luck?
I was just clearing my thoughts. I haven't seen him.
Well, I don't know how to play this because I don't know how if Bungus would want to continue, or we should regroup.
I mean,
We should
is
probably.
there anywhere you guys haven't looked?
Well, I mean, this thing is 2 miles long, so I don't really want to send us like.
Could we use the scrying orb?
We could.
Isn't it once per day?
Oh, that's probably
Didn't we
not a
just
good
wake
idea.
up? It's
Yeah,
twice
but-
per day, I think.
Yeah, but we have to check on the crew to see where they are.
Yeah, why don't we just head back to camp first? I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm sure
should
Yogu
move.
and Nox can find him, and if they can't, then they'd meet us back there anyway, and we can figure it out from there.
Exactly. Good idea.
You guys go on ahead. I really need to stretch.
Yogu, Nox, you both kind of like half jog towards Damien, who is kicking sand still.
I see him while I'm walking.
Yoga wants to tap Damon's shoulder. Damon, what has you so distressed?
As you
Pause
Damon-
the drama.
I have to keep clicking off of the Roll20 page. As you tap Damon's shoulder, his face comes around to you, and you notice like spots on his face.
Oh no.
Not like rashy, kinda, I guess, rashy. Yogu, you don't really know. You just don't remember Damon having spots.
Damon, have you always had spots on your face like that? And he points out.
Yes, you. It's very
Punch him in the
perceptive.
face.
They look very unusual. Is that what has you so distressed?
No, just rough night sleeping.
Ah, yes. Bungus said the same thing. Something strange happened.
Yeah, I think it's that worm slipped me something funny.
Has anything else strange happened? Bunkus said he found something around his neck when he woke up. Anything similar with you?
Nope, didn't wake up with nothing except for these caterpillar hickeys.
Is that what they are? I see. Well, maybe we could look at that later. I think Roger and the others were wanting to speak. Unless you need a moment alone still.
I only need more time for moments alone, as long as we're trapped on this desert fucking island.
You say you did want some more time alone?
No.
Okay. Okay.
All right. About 20 minutes or so later, the six of you are all back around your little campsite that you've made with what supplies you had on you. How are you guys gonna attempt to get off the island?
Question. Did we long rest?
You
By
did
chance?
long rest.
Okay.
Well, we already sent a message to Kymel.
Yeah,
You did send a message to Kymel.
which he will see the next time he looks at the ocean.
Did you type specifically what that message says?
Yeah.
So I thought, aha, Bungus writes, crew, we are alive. We are abandoned on a desert island, right where you all are on Kymel's arm, and we will keep you posted.
The fuck?
I guess if it's addressed to the crew, could any of them look at the ocean and it would pop up to them? Instead of just being Kymel. broader net, so to speak.
So they should all write it on their arm?
Yeah.
No. We will still look at Keimel's arm with the scrying orb, but the message in a bottle only works the next time they look at the ocean.
Right.
So if we address it to the crew, then the next time any of the crew look at the ocean, instead of just the next time like Keimel looks at the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
You address it to the crew. All right.
Yogi, do you have any way of making a tree?
Unfortunately, no. Yogu cannot
Oh, no,
create a
yes.
tree, but he can create minor plants. However, Yogu does have something that might help. It would require communing with the wind. Here, I'll just
Commune
good.
with the wind?
yes, commune with the wind.
Whoa.
And Yogu describes the
Unit
ability that he could use that might potentially help.
308 hours. Flying speed of 300 feet. The only actions you can take in this form are the dash action or revert to its normal form. So you can fly 600 feet. You're flying 100 feet a second.
You turn into eight airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess 100 feet a
Yoku-
second is not actually as fast as an airplane, but
Yogu believes that this may help.
Takes 1 minute. Reverting takes 1 minute, during which the creature is incapacitated and can't move. Until the spell ends, a creature can revert to cloud form, which also requires a 1 minute transformation. If the creature is in cloud form and flying when the effects end, the creature descends 60 feet per round for 1 minute until it lands, which it does safely. Oh, that's very helpful.
Yeah, we just want. What level spell is that?
6.
It is level 6.
So
He
you
can
that
cast
a couple
it.
times.
I can cast that one time per long rest. The only issue is, I guess, do we know what like cardinal direction to travel?
Not yet.
I
Not until we get more information from Keimel.
don't know if we have a compass or whatnot, but
Surely we have a compass, or at least we're sailors. We can navigate with the stars generally. Like, oh, this star is, west or whatever.
right.
You guys do have a pretty good understanding of the stars.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean,
So,
at least for like
It's not
general
one of you.
direction, rather than like, maybe not super accurate, but like, we also would know that, hey, look, the sun is rising in this direction. We just need to head straight that way for as long as possible. Like,
mhm.
general cardinal directions we should be able to know.
Yes, Yogu can use the winds to help us travel, but we may need to know exactly where the others are, the ship.
Right.
Unless Pearl. Trying to think of a way to mispronounce Perlin. Unless
Pearl.
Perla.
Pearl.
Pern.
Pearl.
Pernin.
Pearl.
Pernin.
I like Pernin. Unless Pernin has magic that can help otherwise.
Help with what?
Travel, navigation.
Where do we want to go?
Away from this fucking island.
Just name the place and I can get us there.
Ooh.
I
Can you
seem
take
to
us
have,
to the
in my
ship?
sleep, thought of new spells that would be useful. I could take us to the ship, yes.
Oh, that might be better.
What is the spell that you're specifically stating? Teleport.
Teleport.
Do we have access?
Familiarity.
The level 7 spell.
Yeah, that's legit. I mean, I'd say we are very familiar with the ship.
Well, I thought you said you could only cast Windwalk once.
What's that?
I thought you said you
I can.
only cast
Yeah,
Wind Walk once.
I can. I can't cast teleport. Perlin would be casting teleport.
I
I'm
think
understanding.
he's assuming that if you have access to level 7 spells,
That you would
should
have
have
two
access
sixes.
to multiple level 6 spells.
No, not
That's not
according
how that works?
to.
Oh.
Not according to. I have one level 6
Yeah, that's
spell
weird.
slot and one
You're
level
right.
7 spell slot.
Progression
Yeah.
gets weird at
Same for me.
these higher levels.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you could cast it twice then.
Just using 7th level.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Gotcha.
I
gotcha,
prefer
gotcha.
being teleported than via gas if I'm choosing.
Wait, so what's the other option?
Either teleport and I guess risk it failing.
I don't
Can
think
you
it can
also
fail.
just like
Well, I don't know. What was
Be
the
bird.
chance
Well,
of it failing?
okay, it can. There's a 5% chance of a mishap. A 8% chance that we get a similar area, and like a 12% chance that we'll be off target, which I think means we're close but not exactly right, and then 75% chance that we're in, or 76% that we're in exactly the spot we want.
We might want to choose not the ship though, and choose somewhere that we're also
Like-
very familiar with, but that isn't potentially flying. Because if we miss, you know,
You could turn us into a gas.
Yogu
So-
could do gas.
in a minute.
Yes, Yogu would need time to cast that
Oh.
ability.
have we looked at the scrying orb? Sorry, I went to feed the dogs. But
Not yet.
We
Wait,
could scry on the ship.
why don't we scry on the boys? See if they got our message.
Good idea. We should do that just to confirm.
All right.
Alright.
So scry on Kymel, we told him to write on his arms.
Or they may be out and about, and we may recognize the area.
That is true. Alright, who's got this thing again?
Scrying orb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perlin's
I-
always crying on the orb.
Ponder my orb.
Yeah.
Alright, Perlin, you begin to ponder your orb, thinking of a Kymel, hoping that Kymel got the message and wrote the location on his arm. The orb starts out with like a cloudy haze in it, and slowly the clouds part and the image becomes clear. You see Kymel sitting on the dock of some kind of dilapidated town. Are we about ready to hear a rock show? Jeez.
The amps turned up to 11.
Yeah, the amp turned up to 11. But so Kymel's sitting out on the dock. You can see a few more details of the town. You see basically like a shipwreck on a rock section, on like a section of rocks that has like 3 buildings built along it now. These docks seem to be made out of like the worst planks you've ever seen. Like this place looks even worse than Oldcaster ever did.
So I
And
don't
Kymel
recognize
is...
it.
You don't recognize it.
Okay.
Kymel is sitting there just holding his arms out like this with the most blank expression on his face, while like whoever is the one with the guitar, Guitari, Wonderwall, whatever we named him, is just like holding his arms like, no, you gotta like moving him around. Like he's a fucking cat, you're making dance. They're moving the arms a little bit, so it's kind of hard to read at first, but eventually they do hold still enough to where you see RPI on his arm. Saterlands.
Interesting.
Wait, what is that?
We know where the Satyrs are.
Yeah, without
You don't have
like
to give it away.
Jarvis,
any
pull
no
up a
no
map.
sorry I had to I had the map pulled up, and I had to delete where I had put an X on where they were because I was figuring out for myself where they were, and I was making sure you wouldn't see that when I jump you over there. Okay,
Okay, got it.
but
Jarvis, pull up a map.
you didn't see that other dot either.
Where the fuck is it?
Saderland is off Equestrian, north of Tifla. And PRI, you said?
RPI?
RPI.
RPI. So, something island,
Saderland?
most likely.
Okay.
But that gives us a potential direction. Wait, shit, we fell off the whale
Oh, okay.
somewhere near New Agria, right? Weren't we down in there?
That is a good question.
I will say, the whale was somewhere in this area between like Uznella and whatever Gudon.
Oh, okay.
Gudon.
Alright.
Yeah.
I
You know
thought we
that's
were-
where you encountered Melvi.
Yeah. I thought we were, like, all the way down here. For some reason. Okay. Well, if we're over this way, that means we know we have to head generally east. And
Wait, do we know where we are, though?
we're probably somewhere in this general area. We can't be too
Wait,
far.
Did you click?
Oh, sorry, I'm pinging, like,
okay.
up here somewhere.
I see it now.
I mean, he said this is where we encountered the whale. You know, we were moving around a lot, but we're probably still somewhere in the same general, like, 50-mile, 100-mile radius. It's not like we've
Nice.
crossed the ocean.
Roll either an intelligence or wisdom check. You there? Huh. You hear Roger saying that you might need to go east, and you have a thought of, what if we go so west that now we're east?
I thought the world was flat.
We're going west.
You think this is Pac-Man or something?
So if we go off the screen, we just appear on the other side.
Perhaps. Just
That
like a
sounds
real map.
absurd.
Look, well, Parlin, if you can teleport us, why don't we just teleport to somewhere we know that isn't too far away? What do we know that's close-ish to the Saderlands? Those places in Susta that we were at, which maybe not the best place, but not the worst. We could go to, what was that brothel we were at? That
Is it
lady
Noel
really
Pepper?
hates me.
What was...
Something horse, right?
it was Madame Surrey. What was the name of her brothel? I don't remember. It was like
Numbers
this,
are us.
yeah, the sad horse or something.
Where was that?
In Susta, on
In
the
Susta.
island when we were looking for the library.
Yeah.
That's at least somewhat close-ish.
Would we, I guess, just ask around there if anyone knows what RPI is, or try to buy or rent a ship?
Well, I mean, that might just give us enough, I mean, at least that place we'd be able to, buy food and, a place to sleep that isn't sandy and full of crabs.
True.
And then from
And
there,
I
we
should have
could
gone with the
just
mansion spell.
try to teleport somewhere else over there.
Okay. Everyone else like that idea?
Yes, Yogu likes that. Gives us certainty.
Is there a reason you couldn't just teleport to the ship?
We could miss.
Could
So wait.
miss.
This ship we think is still in the sky?
We don't know. I guess
Can
we could tell
I
him
look at
to.
the scrying orb? I think I can look around.
So,
Do I not see it?
looking around with the scrying orb, you do see the ship, smoke plumes coming from it, like gaping holes in the side.
Oh, it's on fire?
Uh-oh.
No. But
Oh,
you
they
you can
cooking
hear
dinner.
like the sound of like welding on the inside.
Oh, upgrades?
No, it's severely damaged from the battle.
Oh.
It was at less than half health.
But it's in the water?
It is floating in the water, yeah.
Okay.
Why doesn't the ship just take a long rest? That usually does it for me.
So maybe the ship would be okay. I mean, it's in the shop right now, so it sounds like it's safe enough to be on.
All right. Well, hey, if you see it and it's not in the moving air, then let's go straight there. It saves a whole lot of time,
Good. I want to clarify before we cast it that even though we don't know where the ship is, because we're familiar with the ship, we can still teleport to it, and it counts as a familiar area, right?
The ship specifically counts as a familiar area? Sorry, I have to keep rereading this, and I have to keep clicking off the page every time I get to the middle of it, because I can hear my computer chugging.
Oh yeah.
I guess it depends on if the
Viewed once. I'll say the ship will count as a place. I was trying to see how I determine. So it's the D100. If you're very familiar, you're basically guaranteed. Seen casually is a 25% chance of failure.
Well, it's not a guarantee, but it's pretty good odds. We're very familiar. The guarantees are for permanent circle and associated objects, which I think are things I would have had to set up ahead of time.
Yeah.
Could you associate it with your bed?
Yeah,
So
we had a
what is
piece of the
definition?
ship with us, essentially.
So I'm trying to understand what the whole like 0 to 100 associated object.
So the dash 0 to 100 basically means you're guaranteed to not get the first three columns, and the first three columns are mishap, similar area, and off target. You're guaranteed to get the fourth column, which would be on target. So I think it's just which numbers put you in which column. So if we're very familiar, 1 through 5 would give us a mishap. 6 through 13 would give it a similar area.
Hang on, I'm just gonna look up the spell in like a different format because I think
The
it's
formatting got
fucking,
messed up really bad.
fucking that table so hard.
Yeah.
But
I almost didn't even read the description for this one when I was trying to pick out my spells because I was like, "That I don't even know what's going on there."
Okay, this makes so much more sense. I don't know what the fuck.
I gotta look up a better one now too.
Okay, yeah. No, so what's throwing me off about this is the very familiar stuff is like. So there's like 0 to 100 right next to very familiar, but you ignore the stuff to the left of it.
Yeah.
And so that's what was really throwing me off. Okay, so now I understand.
So do we have? It says anything taken from the ship in the last 6 months would count to get us a guarantee. But I think just something that we brought on the ship and then took back off doesn't count. It has to be.
It'd have to be like a piece of the ship.
Ship part of the crew?
Yogu holds up Nox.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Basically, something that was on the ship that we didn't place there already.
We should draw a satanic circle in the floor, and then that be our teleportation hub.
Yeah, we could do that
Just
once
a
we get back to the
pentagram.
ship.
A permanent circle requires casting teleportation circle in the same spot for a year.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
But taking a splinter from the ship would be pretty easy.
Yes, I was gonna say, does any remainder of the? Well, nope, never mind. I was gonna say I carved a lot of dicks, but those were all into torpedoes, so that would not help us. So I guess we take a 25% chance of not being perfectly accurate.
I like
Yeah.
the
Go
odds.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are the odds that we actually fail? Come on.
I mean, worst case scenario, you all drown.
5%? Come on.
So off target, we can see how bad that would be. And we would at least be near the ship. As long as you guys can swim, I think we'd be okay. Similar area would not be very good, though. And mishap would obviously
Oh.
be bad.
Oh, off target is percentage based. That's not good. Off target is like the further away you
Oh,
are,
that's
the worse it gets.
Oh, that's bad. We end up in the ocean somewhere.
Yeah, off target is you're pretty much guaranteed to be in the ocean.
Maybe we rethink this.
Say we go for it. You can
What a way to
teleport
get a
me.
party wipe.
Well, so
I'm a good swimmer.
to be fair though, so what's the most off target you could be?
Wait, do we have a ship in a bottle right now?
No,
We sold it, I thought.
Ah, damn. That would be really useful right now.
I don't think we sold it, but I think it's on the boat. I
Damn.
think it's on the RJ box.
It's not in the bag of holding.
We need to put that shit in the bag of holding.
I don't have it, but I thought we had it on the ship.
We need to take our thing that contains a bigger thing and put it into our other thing that contains a
Yes.
bigger thing.
Russian dolls.
Yeah, I
Russian
thought we
nesting
decided
dolls.
that might be potentially a bad cosmic idea. That's why I thought it was just on the ship because of potential wormholes.
Okay, so familiarity,
No, the
associated
cosmic
object,
gods
And then we
have a
put
boat
that bag of
as a
holding in the
treat.
ship, and then we get another bottle.
familiarity.
I mean, if we teleport
If you target
and we're
an
off,
object,
I mean, we can't be going more than like 1,000 miles. So we could be a couple hundred miles off. And we'll
Can you
probably
swim
be
200
okay.
miles? I don't think.
And we'd probably be okay.
I mean,
Wait,
probably.
could Daiwar turn into a
Oh, okay. We're going to a pretty big island.
Or,
I
Yogu,
forgot,
I mean.
yeah.
you
Yogi, did you turn into a swimmy creature to let us all ride on your back if that happened?
Yeah, I mean,
I could do
A
that.
whale.
Yogu turns into a whale. We
Why, Yo-
figure
Now, we'd
things
still
out
be
for a
screwed,
time
so
being.
we wouldn't know which way
no,
to go.
Yogu could wind walk.
It
If you
takes,
missed.
yeah. We would have to
Okay,
like
yeah.
focus for a minute. We just tread water for a minute. We can tread
Yeah,
water
y'all
for a
can
minute.
tread water for 1 minute, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've got water breathing. I'm
So we
good.
wouldn't die.
Yeah, I think
We-
everyone but myself has a way to breathe underwater. So we'll be all right.
It still stands, Roger.
What's your offer?
I act as a scuba tank.
Oh, hell to the fucking no.
So I feel like we're now leaning in favor of doing it again.
Yep. Hit the
Okay.
button. What do I gotta do? I grab onto like just Perlin's shoulder.
I just have to be able to see everyone.
Honk his nose.
You just gotta see us. We don't gotta be touching.
No, well, actually got to be within 10 feet.
We don't have to make a
I
circle.
I slowly
Single
like
buddy.
start to like just grab onto Perlin's back. Like I'm definitely going.
Is there anything on this island we want to take with us? Because I think we can.
Do you want sand?
Anything that fits in the cube.
You want sand?
Can Yogu catch a crab really quick?
Yogu grabs a crab.
wanna
Yogu's
take-
ready. The essentials are here.
Yogu has both crabs now.
All right. So I think we're going to go for it. And Quentin rolls a D100. We need 25 or higher.
Easy peasy.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
74. Nice. We don't get to add another year of exploring. Ugh. It's the second session in a row that like threatened to add another year
Oh.
on the dice. All right. You stand back. You prepare your casting of the spell. Light appears in a circle around all of you and like flames up in this radiant energy. Like the wind like spirals around and your hair all starts like blowing back. Perlin, your arm begins to glow brightly. Roger, you feel a bit of a twinge in your jaw. The wall of like radiant light that is like encircling you now starts growing, starts enclosing in on you, growing smaller, wrapping around, and then suddenly, very quick, then like expanding again and like going slower, contrasting, and then suddenly in one quick motion, it snaps like in on itself. You all look around. Yogu, roll a dexterity save.
Uh-oh.
Don't drop your crab.
I will defend the crabs over
You drop the
Yogu.
crabs.
No!
Oh no. He
Yogu,
smushes the crab.
Yogu,
Yeah.
you recognize where you are. You have just a moment to... Suddenly, a large piece of sheet metal falls on your head.
Oh no.
Yogu's just like on the ground, like crumpled. The metal on top of him. Ugh.
You're gonna take 21 bludgeoning.
Holy fuck! Did I get a fucking concussion too? That was almost max damage. You said 21?
Yeah, max damage was 24. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yogu doesn't feel so good.
Yogu doesn't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Alright. Don't mind, like, I have like 4 tabs open where I'm like looking up what's the diameter of the Earth. To try to do the math to figure out how much you would be off. It would be about 600 miles
In total distance.
in total distance.
No.
Alright.
We would have been fine.
As you all come to arriving around. Ignore the tentacles. I couldn't get rid of them.
This is cool.
Sweet.
Especially the tentacles.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
You would.
Let's see. What do we want to listen to? Not battle music.
Play that same song!
That same song? Which one? Fishing Village it is.
Yogu gets up, rubbing his head from being slammed with a piece of metal. Are the crabs okay?
You look down. The crabs are fine.
Oh, thank God.
You're gonna eat the crab now?
No, I feel like Yogu's grown attached to these crabs. He's gonna pick him up and put him on his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
What are your crabs' names, Yogu?
I don't know. Yogu's still considering. Do you have any ideas? Yogu was thinking
Brian
this-
Crabston.
Brian
and-
Crabston. Brian Crabston. Yogu likes that.
It's a good name, thank you.
What about this one? As he points to the other one.
Brian Crabston and
Yogu was thinking. Hold on.
Ben Shicrabo.
Benji Crab. little yarmulke on.
As you guys are discussing
Should
what to
crab
name
them
the
frying
crabs,
crabs.
you
I
see.
love that.
As you guys are discussing what to name the crabs, you see Vorhaus and Gunny like flip around a corner, like on the roof of on the exposed roof of this of the heart-shaped box, and like see you, and they're like, "Captain, the rest of you,
Yes, I'm back.
we." Vorhaus is like, I told them you were alive. Gunny was trying to sell your stuff.
Gunny, the next time we board a ship, you are going to lead the charge for your bravery.
My job is to operate the cannons and the torpedoes, though I don't think I would make a good boarding crew.
Nonsense.
You won't know till you try.
What's the white thing?
Merlin.
So white.
There's a 5-foot tall whale tooth in between all of you.
Oh yeah.
Almost forgot about that. It's a tooth
Crazy.
from a giant flying whale. We picked it up earlier.
You were there, I think.
Yeah, we were. That's we almost died like 3 times.
It all went according to plan.
Bungus
all-
takes out a
They
cigar.
were trying to kill us.
Now
You know,
we knew
after
you
the
would
past
survive.
few times when you've lost about 80% of our crew, I've started to gain a sinking suspicion.
Those are yeomans. Don't worry about them.
You have
Look,
to
if
understand.
you want to
Think about it this
fire us, like,
Every time your crewmates die, you now get a larger percentage of the treasure.
Exactly.
I have been
You've been
enjoying that.
promoted.
And only the strong survive. So, as long as you keep it up, then, you know.
All right, the board is finished with this meeting now. You can leave.
As you guys are saying this, you hear the door, like the latch for the door, like leak open, or like creak open, and Kaimil and Guitar Guy walk in.
Look, this guitar guy.
You have a crew member who has a guitar. Here, let me copy and paste the crew over.
And just like that, we're back on the flying ship, guys.
Yeah, about the flying part.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Yogu can't wait to fly again. That was so much
Well,
fun.
Need to get
I didn't
into the air
enjoy
right now.
my family heirloom. It was quite nice.
Well,
Shame if anything happened to it.
that whale, that whale kind of damaged the float stones that powered the flight, and
You got some
we've
more?
been trying to get it to work again.
You're muted, Roger.
Kyle, what the fuck? You have one fucking job. That's it. You're demoted. No longer acting captain.
I assumed I wasn't acting captain anymore, considering the captain's back.
Point made.
Well, good to see you're all alive.
I'm not shocked to see you're alive at all. I give Roger 5 gold.
Very happy to see you, Kyle.
Well, the good news is she floats for now.
We've been making repairs.
Yeah, well, he kind of like waves around at the giant gaping hole in the side where you can see the town through. And you see, again, like haphazard boards and things that are just kind of like slapped together functional, but barely everywhere. And he says, this isn't the best place to look for parts, though.
Who do you have working on this?
Well, Gunny
The guitar guy.
Gunny and what's his name?
I hand Damien
Been
back
doing a lot of
5
heavy
gold.
lifting, but
To be honest, I missed most of that.
I said I hand Damien back the 5 gold after he says Gunny's working on it.
I like the booby traps you guys added, but you might want to warn Yogu next time.
We built a house on our boat. This is our boat.
Your boat is a submarine that is not.
It's not on
it would
this
probably be on one of these lower docks.
Where the hell are we, by the way?
Well. Oh, yeah, that's the interesting part. After Alcaster was sieged, a lot of the refugees made their way here. Started up by somebody called Nasir?
Ain't a seer.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then there's an
That guy
anus
sold
here?
us some copper one time.
Like they see anuses, I believe is what he said.
E.A. Nasir, yes.
I'm just saying
Nasir.
I'm not buying anything from him.
What'd you say he sold you?
Copper.
Copper, yeah.
Nasir. Rissin A? No. It's not a name we know
Definitely
backwards.
an anagram.
Alright, let's go meet this A. Nasir and figure out what the hell they can even do for us.
Yes, Yogu would like to meet this Mr. Anus.
Yeah, we gotta. I mean, hey, we the last pirate lord right here. Surely he can pull some sway and get us a fucking helping hand.
You're kind of a pirate lord too, aren't you, Roger? You got a metal jaw.
No, not a pirate lord. Just chosen by the god of pirates. So I'm kind of a bigger deal.
That makes sense. Like a pirate pope.
As
I
you
like
say,
that.
the last pirate lord.
A poperate.
As you say, the last pirate lord. You hear like the click of a wooden leg, walk along the boards, peep into the hole, and say, "I'd hardly say he's the last one."
Giant.
As Taft, the Wrath, shows up.
I thought we saw you die. Fuck.
Thought I saw you die.
No, didn't we see his ship sinking when we fled Oldcaster from the air? Am I totally making that up in my head? Was it just a different ship?
There were lots of ships sinking.
Okay. For some reason I was
Like
thinking
Oldcaster was a
specifically
town of all
Oldcaster.
kinds of pirates, not all pirate lords. Just
Right.
specifically. Yeah. No, he wasn't there because he was somewhere else. He had a thing in Horndale where he was going to get
Who's that thing?
some gem that
You
had-
dog.
He was going to get some gem that was said to be like the heart of an ancient god of a mountain or something.
I think we met one of those mountain fairies.
Hey,
I
wait,
wasn't
what?
impressed.
Wait a minute.
So, I guess we missed you at Siege of Oldcaster. What were you doing?
Well, he holds out a sparkly, glowy gem that looks vaguely familiar to you,
You goddamn
although it is
son of a bitch.
clearly a different shape.
So it's a different one, but he mentioned brothers or whatever.
Yeah. He mentioned The idea here is that there are three
Different
of these
mountains.
gems.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's a different thing.
Oh, you goddamn bitch.
It's like after all that
Yeah,
work
so
we
he holds
did.
that. So I got this, and then by the time I get back, Oldcaster's on fire and waving the White Raven's flag. So you're... I don't know how to do a Taft voice. I think I did like a classical pirate for him at first. I'm gonna do that. Aye, soy.
That sounds right.
We captured this. Aye. So concerned about the voice, I forgot what he was about to say.
Yeah, it's kind of like a long tube that goes, below the waves.
Bonolo.
No, below.
Aye, you feeling alright, me lad?
No, I'm honestly the magic that got us here. It's still got my brain a little jumbled, and I think I just need a drink. And he just sort of like all of a sudden gets sort of like the shifty legs of being super intoxicated and just sort of walks over to the bar, wherever the bar is. There's got to be a million bars on the fucking pirate island.
You just walk out the gaping hole on the side of the ship, leap like 10 feet to the dock, and follow Taft to a bar. It's a small town. Every building's a tavern.
Had a feeling. So,
Right.
Are you running this place then, Taft?
No, you just visiting.
Who is?
Some weird-looking fella in a suit of armor.
Weird-looking fella in a suit of armor.
The rest of you on the ship, is there anything you want to do specifically?
Was A to C the name of one of them pirate lords? Maybe I'm misremembering it.
It wasn't Nasir one of the, automatons?
You might be right.
I don't know, I
No,
can't
I
find
mean,
my
I
freaking
read-
notes.
All of the automatons were named after ancient people.
Yes. Nasir sells extra items, is what I've written down.
Ah, I forgot that. Did we
Because
find anything from them?
was Ptolemy, you
Eratos.
pickpocketed him when he got drunk.
Yes. Ptolemy, Eratos, Nasir.
Eratos, because it was because there, and then Phones, because it was Eratophanes.
Alright, well, anyway, you know if there's any sort of, hey, Perlin, do we have a plan on, turning, that, and I point to the giant whale tooth that I assume someone is carrying? Does it fit in the
Yeah,
bag?
it's just sitting. It's sitting in the middle of the ship now.
Okay.
When you guys teleported, it was sitting in between all of you.
Alright. Do we have a plan for turning that into some way to actually, use it?
Do we need to make a weapon out of it?
Taft, are there, people on this, shithole that know how to turn God's teeth into weapons?
Oh, there are people on this hole that... Oh, there be people on this rock that know how to turn anything into anything. Over there, you got the Undercraft. They can turn any pint of ale into a drunken stubborn lion out there. You got the Bloody Sailor, the Eighth Life, the Azure Heart, the Silver Heart, the Mad Cyclops. All the rum, ale you could drink.
Very helpful, very helpful. Specifically someone who does, crafting of weapons rather than people and drinks.
Well, I need a drink first, so I'm just gonna go over here to the Bloody Sailor. Did you not hear? I was hoping somebody
I
would
skipped
catch me.
out.
Never mind. No. I might have cut out, but he said, you got the Undercroft, the Bloody Sailor, the Eighth Life, the Azure Shield, the Silver Heart, the Mad Cyclops.
Are those?
Those are the names of all these different buildings.
Yes. No. I mean, they're great. They're like all taverns, and they're all great names.
Nobody caught... Oh, never mind. The Eighth Life?
Is the Ninth Life? Yeah. No. Oh, are these all just various, very close to the Oldcaster names?
No. Specific... Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Wait, I wonder if the Eighth Life is like the Ninth Life. Isn't that where, old Mr. Bony Hands and the reaching from the shadows and stuff? Always had, like, crazy magic shit in there.
Sounds plausible.
Say something about
We'll
having
go
a
in.
brother, too.
Maybe he relocated.
Want to see if the Babadook is in there?
Yo, baba! Oh, I think we've lost the DM. Oh, I can finally get him back and take a screenshot of his fucking face. Oh, no, now he's back, but he's muted.
No, I hear everything. I heard everything you're saying.
Your screen was just frozen, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I was also muted, so...
Well, yeah, when your screen is frozen and then muted, that'll do it.
No, I was like screaming like, no, don't do it! I could hear what you're saying, I'm not gone! And then I looked down and I was muted, so...
Alright, so we want to split the party up and take apart this town. I heard Matt
So
yelling
where
in the
were
bathroom.
Where did we think we were able to maybe get the tooth crafted into weapons and whatnot?
Taft
Is that more
said,
just like an asking around type thing?
yeah, Taft said the places that did the best crafting were all of these different bars, and he needed to drink first. So I think someone should go with Taft to like see if he actually comes up with anything useful, and then I think Roger's gonna lock onto the Eighth Life as a potential Ninth Life, and see if there is a some sort of, Babadook in there. But otherwise, it's gonna be just kind of like keeping an eye out for anyone who looks vaguely helpful other than just selling alcohol. And probably fencing stolen goods. Which I bet is 90% of this place.
I guess I should have made it the 10th life.
It makes sense if that's how many lives they have left. They had 9 lives.
I guess
now
Yogu
they're on
will
their 8th life.
Yoga will probably go with Taft, I guess, in that case. See if maybe he can help find,
Yogu.
someone that might be able to help
You
with his
go with
tooth.
Taft. You go with Taft.
Yogu could use a drink anyways.
Behind the tavern, keep, to this, like, largest building, and behind the bar, you see, this metal man.
Oh,
Wait,
Ah,
do it.
Yogu! Ah,
Hello.
Yogu! What's going on?
hello.
Like the new place?
Yes, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know. Just... Oh, the library got so stuffy.
Yes, it was a little stuffy. Yogu's allergies
Yeah.
were going wild.
So I thought I would start a new business, conning the con men.
Conning the con man? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
the pirates.
You're conning pirates?
Anyway, welcome to RPI.
RPI.
Yeah.
That was that the
Robot.
that was what was
Pirate
written
Island.
on
Hell yeah.
Wait, what?
Robot Pirate Island.
Oh my god. That's
Well, Yogu
great.
is very happy to hear that you've upgraded here. This looks like a very nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, and with Oldcaster gone too, that's all my competition gone.
sounds like you've cornered the market.
Holds up
Yogu's
a
happy for you.
large sack of change.
Well, Yogu was curious. You see, we have a giant whale tooth that we need to make weapons out of. Could you help, or do you know someone who could help?
Ah, you got the tooth. Good for you. Good
We
for
did.
you. Good job. He like pats your head.
Thank you. It was very, very rough. We ended up on a desert island. There was a magic talking caterpillar that was smoking something out of a hookah. A whole thing.
That's very nice, Yogu. That's very nice.
You think Yogi's just making this all up?
Yeah. How about a drink? He hands you a beer.
Oh yes, Yogu would love a drink. Thank you.
Is anybody going with Roger to check out the Eighth Life?
I don't like that Babadook, but I will.
What was it called? The Eighth Life?
The Eighth Life.
Haha. Bungus will go check it out.
All right.
Is this the place that had the fish ale?
No, the Eighth Life was the one with the Babadook. Wait, was the Babadook the one that cursed Bungus to taste mint or
Oh,
something?
the Babadook. Oh,
Made him taste mint all the time.
yeah. Nah, I'll still go. Fuck it.
Ferlin, you going? Knox?
I was gonna try to take a look at those floating stones. Can I fix them? Do I gotta buy new ones?
I'll let you take a look at it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right.
I may or may
And
not kill
Perlin?
the standing captain.
Wait. Are we? I thought we already had party going. If I'm the only one going, I mean, there's no use. Like, I don't really want have to go. But
No, I am going
thought
to
you
the
were
Eighth
tagging.
Life.
okay.
He was
yeah,
asking who was coming with me.
Yeah, I'll take one.
And then
What
Perlin,
are
you
they
staying? You
called?
go? You don't know?
I guess I'll check it out.
All right. Hearing the vaguely familiar name, the Eighth Life, you pop in. You look through the door, and there's just like a black beaded curtain that seems to completely obscure anything behind it, even though you can clearly see gaps in it.
This
As
is
you
definitely
move
the
it
place.
aside, as you move it aside and step in, you see candles, like candles that were once very tall that have like completely melted down, as if they had been burning for years. The floor is wooden.
I'm just
The
pointing all
floor
this
is
out,
wooden.
being like, "See, Bungus, it's creepy as fuck. You've got all this ambiance. It's definitely the right place. It's got to be the same guy."
A clever name too.
Yeah, true. You know, I'm starting to think, so there's four of us here. Nox was staying on the ship. We just left Yogu by himself with, the captain in a bar.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
It's the worst that could happen.
Yeah, he'll be
Look, we should
fine.
probably go. I'll go hunt them down after we.
Yeah, we'll be in and out.
In and out, quick trip.
10 minutes max.
As you get inside, you see that there's a reception desk, but no one around.
Ding 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 ding.
It's always like receptionists.
There
just
seem to be
disappearing on the job.
There doesn't seem to be any items hanging on the walls or anything. There doesn't seem to be anything that would denote this as a shop. It almost feels like you're walking to like a fortune teller's place.
But it still had the sign like outside, or
Yeah, it still said the Eighth Life outside.
as we're just walking in and sort of getting the lay of the land. Hey, by the way, Damien Perlin, Bungus mentioned that he woke up with something that he didn't own previously. He had this new necklace that little, was it like a soldier figurine or something? Did that happen to you
Yes.
all as well?
That's news to me. No, I didn't have anything new when I woke up.
I didn't wake up with any trinkets.
God thinks I'm special.
Did,
Also, Damien, your spots have cleared up.
was that thing mean anything to you? Pointing at the
Good
necklace.
look at it, actually.
This? Yeah, I said it. I said it would belong to a compatriot, but I'll say, like, yeah, it belonged to Dyror. Like, this was Dyror's necklace. I don't know why this is here. Like, this was out in the middle of the ocean and found me. Because the last I saw this was in the middle of. I don't know where. I don't know where we were.
We were like kind of
We were in the middle of the
woods.
woods.
Yeah. All right. Well, while you were hitting that bell, and is anyone coming out? Hello, Mister. Do we remember the name of the person who ran the nightlife? I don't think they ever gave us a name.
You as players eventually learned his name, but I don't
Right,
think the
but as
characters learned
characters,
his
yeah.
name.
Oh,
As you're saying this, you hear in a raspy voice, "Oh, I was just gonna let you finish."
Do we see anyone, or is it just an empty room talking to us?
Roll perception.
Nice shit.
Roger, every hair on the back of your neck stands up.
Oh.
Your hackles go fucking wild. And you whip around as quickly as possible. And you see a woman standing.
Oh no, he grabbed the dice.
The doom.
Not the dice.
Directly behind Damien.
Hello, madam.
The woman is significantly shorter than all of you, but that's mostly due to a hunch in her back. She's leaned over a cane. She has long white hair, And
Would she be taller than
her-
us if she wasn't hunched over?
God forgot I'm a
You're
dwarf.
not sure, but I explicitly said she's shorter than you, even though you're a dwarf.
Oh, I didn't hear the dwarf part.
Like, but she wouldn't be if she wasn't hunched over. She's like hunched over, like putting her slightly shorter than your average dwarf. Anyway, she's wearing a white bird skull over the top of her head.
Hello, madam. I think we were hoping that this was a friend of our acquaintance that ran a similarly named shop back in Oldcaster, but it seems that we are unfamiliar with you and not quite what we're looking for. Unless you happen to know how to make weapons out of pieces of gods.
The Ninth Life, yes. My brother ran it.
Oh shit! Sorry to hear. Did he survive the whole fire and stuff?
She turns her head, like tilting. And something about
I think
it,
Roger
her head
makes that
goes
face
a
too.
little-
Like,
a little further than you feel comfortable with. A little further than what feels anatomically
like she's popping her neck.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, your brother helped us out, gave us some great deals on some really great magical items, some good advice. He was I wouldn't say he was a close friend, but we had a great partnership. So yeah. Well, what do you do here?
I tell fortunes, and I sometimes. You see, as she starts talking, it's weird. You didn't notice it before. You suddenly hear the cackle of a fire, and you can smell cinder and metal filing in the air, and you see a small forge in the corner.
Ah, well, I think honestly at this point, Roger's a little speechless, but is used to crazy shit happening whenever he runs into a member of this family. So it was just yeah, all right, that makes a whole lot of sense. Cool. Looking at the rest of the group, anyone else want to say anything?
She was standing directly behind you, Damien.
Damien still hasn't turned around.
She's still standing behind you.
I think Roger pokes Damien you're being very rude.
Without turning around. Yes. What sort of things do you have for sale? And I believe we've already asked this, but we do need to do something with a whale tooth.
I don't sell things here. No. But a whale tooth. What whale tooth?
I didn't ask him his name.
Claws? What, did you
Leviathan?
roll an unarmed strike?
I would like to just pop a nail out and just stab just stab Damien in the thigh, being quit being so rude to the fucking magical lady. She's gonna fucking curse us all.
Old ladies terrify me. You know that, Roger.
Face your fears.
No. Curse? No. Not this bunch. You don't need any more of those.
Yeah, anyway, we got Melvi's tooth. Gave it to us willingly.
Levi!
Yeah, that was his name. Anyway, yeah, we got this tooth. We needed to, yeah, you spoke about curses, there's a whole thing, and, yeah, you think you could, turn, that tooth into some weapons or something?
You stole from the jaw of the Eternal Tempest.
Stole.
It was
It
more
was
of a...
trade.
Yeah, I would say it was more of a trade.
No need to be coy.
We traded a lot of blood for that tooth.
And a big hole out of our ship. And also we had to kill some of his, he had worms
Yeah,
of some sort in his
no,
stomach.
it was true.
Just
Doctor.
really a nasty appetite.
We cleared up some sort of parasitic infection he had, so he really should be thanking us.
Think of this as his payment to us.
Yeah.
Have a payment. We're gonna collect the rest later.
I bet he feels a whole lot better.
What do you want done with the tooth? Tooth of a Leviathan, that side. The tooth of the Leviathan is... Even the smaller one would be more than enough to carve into them beautiful sculptures. But that's not what you...
I think I speak for everyone when I say I think we want to install some of it as like a ram on the front of our ship.
Well,
I think.
well, I was going to ask because this is for the god, right?
Yeah,
Like
don't
the
we need
sunken-
this to
or
kill a
like-
god?
Yeah, how big is the god? Are gods like?
Well, Melvi
Probably
was
gonna be
huge, but Sidikoi is not that big. We've met him a couple times. He's like a person size.
Yeah, like
Sidikoi can take a person form. You've seen his true form. You've both seen his true form. He's not as big as Melvi, but big.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Holding size.
Barry claimed he was a god, and he wasn't very big at all.
Minor god.
I don't think he was a
Well,
real god.
I think
that was
we
bad.
need some. Yeah, I think we probably all individually need some weapons, and then maybe we can talk about maybe modified torpedoes that are just like giant propelled spears, basically.
Ooh. If we're all getting shit, I've got a great idea. And he pulls out like a really like multi-folded pieces of parchment that is like super worn and obviously had something else written on it at some point. And you can see it's like scratched over. I want this. And like lays down a really terrible sketch of what looks like two swords. But they're not swords, they're like beaten sticks.
She twists her cane into the ground as she's looking at it. And you notice that the cane has a like silvery bird skull on it that seems to match her thing. Perlin, I would like you to roll a investigation. Is that intelligence?
Yeah,
I think nature is also.
it is.
You can roll
Investigation.
nature, or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Religion
Investigation's
is
a lot
also
better.
intelligence.
Religion's equally good.
I'll let you do religion, but the DC would be higher for religion.
I already rolled investigation.
You notice that the skulls she's wearing are they're corvids. They're like ravens or crows.
Okay.
Really big fucking crow.
Wait, you said skulls?
Yeah. So she has a skull on the top of her cane,
Mhm.
and she has a skull on her head that is like covering the top part of her face.
Okay.
So giant raven skull on her head and small, probably normal sized raven skull, or slightly larger for her cane head.
Just wanted to say that. So you were asking about specific weapons, and she says, so if I craft you these weapons, what would you be doing with them?
Captain, you
Keeping
said.
you in business, of course.
Well, there is that. It's great.
Is that not a bad? Is that a bad thing?
No, no. Roger realizes he was about to do something not stereotypical and lie, and was going to tell the truth, and was like, "Oh, I'm going to shut up now."
Yeah, we're gonna keep you in business. You could be our sponsor. We've got a big ship that we can. What was your name again? Blank's fortune telling and forgery.
My name is Al Corvus.
Al Corvus?
Is that
Hey.
ALL?
ALCORVUS.
Oh,
As she says her name, I would like the four of you to make wisdom saving throws.
oh, that was a wisdom check. It's the same thing, though.
ALCORVIS or US?
US. Plus. Roger, wisdom save.
I'm writing. Right. Taking notes. 12. Oh wait, does that include my? It does. No, that can't.
As she says her name, Damien,
Pause.
you see. Oh, sorry.
Nope. New feature. Sorry, I forgot about this. Creatures within 10 feet of me, get bonuses added to their saving throws equal to my charisma modifier.
Which is
3. So, assuming probably the other two, all three of them are within 10 feet of me. So Perlin and Bungus would have +3 added to their rolls. Mine is already calculated in there. So, mine is still a 12, but everyone
Bungus
else
is a 18 and Perlin's a 17?
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone but Damien fails.
Oh, no. Alright. Hey, it was worth a shot.
No, it's absolutely worth a shot. On a DC 21. Damien, you almost seem numb to what's going on, but the rest of you hear you hear this, and it's almost like whispers crawl into your ears as she says it. And these whispers start out slow and then grow into these screaming voices. Your vision goes blank for a second, and your eyes fill with the image of your own death. Then you come back.
How does Bungus die?
How do I die?
Yeah, how does Bungus die?
You all remember
you-
seeing it. You all remember seeing it, but you don't remember how it happened.
Ah,
With
Are we like
this,
scarred? Are we happy about it? Are we? Because we could be happy about it. We could die.
You're, you are, I would say after that, with the failed wisdom save, you now feel like, is beholden to the right word that I'm looking for? Beholden. No, you're like awestruck by this. Like, since I already just had you roll wisdom saves, I'll say Damien's 21 was enough for Damien to discern that this woman is a god.
yeah.
Oh,
I think Roger having a forced vision of his own death is like, oh, this chick's a god.
oh,
Ma'am, want to apologize if we have come off as rude in any way. Would be very, very grateful of any help you'd be willing to give if there's something you would like from us. Perlin, would you, as the captain, want to say something about why we need these weapons?
I apologize as well for being rude. Sorry.
Well, goddess, I should have said, but yeah.
Can somebody give me the context? I guess what should I not say here?
If anyone wants to make a religion check,
You
I
should
can do that.
say an old crone.
5 + 7.
Bungus, you are terrified, and your mind just draws a complete blank at the revelation of this. Perlin, you manage to put together with what she's her symbology, like the division or whatever. You're getting the sense that she's probably the goddess of death.
This show is really
Wait, and you said that your brother ran the Ninth Life?
She gives you a very wicked smile. A smile that says yes.
I apologize for my, lack of real understanding of the sort of cosmology of the powerful beings that make up our existence. I'm, as you can see, most familiar with Sidikoi, and I'm gonna look at her to see if she has a positive or negative reaction to that name.
Flinch a little bit, cover your eyes.
Yes, the cosmology of this world is very nuanced and complicated, but getting much simpler, isn't it?
Yes, and I think there are some ways where we wanted to maintain its complexity by making it slightly simpler. In essence, I'm just gonna come out and say it because I am quite terrified. We need these tooth turned into weapons so that we can kill a god to stop that god from killing other gods. Well, really, the god's chosen champion and all that shit. But we gotta kill a god. But I think that's gonna stop other gods from dying. primarily, Sidikois, who I'm worried about. But, it's not like I have anything against other gods, So,
Relax, pussycat. I don't seem to be able to touch you right now.
Oh.
Was that at me or Tonks?
Sorry, those are my cat. She kept jumping on my desk.
Yeah, so it was Tonks. I was right. Sorry if this scene is taking too long. This was...
I'm just nervous.
No. Yes, Sidikoi, my brother.
So,
Younger. Much younger.
Was the ninth life from Basikoi?
No, that was Captiostrix.
wait a second.
The owl guy from the library.
No.
Yeah,
Wait, yes?
yes.
Yes?
Wait.
Oh.
Well, he didn't look like an owl. He had these
What?
long, spindly fingers that were like creepy.
Yes, and he had a face that had a hooked nose downward that almost went over his mouth.
Yeah, now that you say it, he did have a kind of a lot of owl. It was like sort of like talons. God damn it. I mean, well, sorry.
It's really obvious to everybody, Roger. I feel bad for you.
Roger, like, legit looks ashamed. Like, he's got that, like little kid in the principal's office. Like, I really didn't mean to screw up here. Are you... We could try to find someone else to craft these weapons if you're not interested.
Better to build something to kill a god than the god of death.
Oh, that is actually a good point.
Thank you. I've got a million ideas like that.
Yeah, that's really cool that you thought of that first.
I know!
Just quickly turn and
Truly
whisper.
genius.
Turn and whisper in Damien's ear. Yeah, you real glad you turned around now, you fucking idiot?
I didn't turn around yet. How do you think I staved off her? Making me see my own death.
Roger takes like a solid, like, long step away from Damien just in case he gets smited. Like, if he's struck by a bolt of lightning, Roger wants to be out of the blast zone.
So, real quick for the sentence I was about to say, I've told you guys, like, it's the Kraken. You know you're on your way to the Kraken. In my little headcanon, I had the dumb idea of calling him, like, Krakoon to try to make it sound
Yeah,
like
I was thinking it was like
or like
a raccoon
Lovecraftian.
crossed with a
but-
kraken. Like it's got those greedy little hands.
Krakoons. Like KRA hyphen yeah, like Ewan.
You mean
Like
Krathun?
Krathun.
I mean,
Krathulu.
imagine a Kraken with tiny raccoon hands on the end of each tentacle. It would be
Oh god.
terrifying.
Terrifying. I need to go change my stuff. I've got a lot of work to do now.
I regret
work
everything.
to redo. Okay, but so you aim to kill the one below. I've lost my voice for raspy old creepy lady. You aim to kill the one below with the jaws of the Leviathan. What after?
Well, there's that asshole running around.
I'm gonna say let's kill Kensington.
Personal revenge.
Well, he's also kind of the one who's hacking up Sidikoi's body parts, even though they're not really connected to him anymore and stuff. So that's a kind of a related.
Yeah.
So is Sidikoy dead? Are you worshiping a dead god? Roger?
No, Sidikoi's not
I
dead.
don't know how that works.
He's just not as strong as he used to be. Well, a lot of
He
his
doesn't need his body.
yeah, I mean he'd already been sort of like piecing out his body to, you know, the different pirate lords and stuff, and yeah, I mean, and that was all good and fine until, like, you know, they basically weren't getting batted back when the pirate lords died, because, you know, Captain Asshole, so he's got to die.
I'm on board with that.
Good. So long as you're killing Alistair. That's all I care about.
Oh, we will.
But do you want us to do that first, or do you not really care?
The order doesn't matter. Besides, she turns around, uncrooks her back, and kind of like stands up and leans against Damien's back.
Boobs to back or back to back?
Back to back.
Nice.
Kind of like rolls over to where her mouth is like close to your ear and says, I don't think this one can wait much longer.
Something non-sexual erection.
It's a fear boner for sure.
As she like stands up in her form, the three of you that are looking at her, you get almost a glimpse of this like aura around her. You know, like the like imagery of like death like standing over someone. You almost get that, but instead of like the black coat or the black cloak, it's like a white cloak with a like crow's face coming out of it, like a corvid's face coming out of it.
Cool.
Bring the tooth to me. And any more of these drawings.
I'm gonna have someone who's much more artistically gifted do a better job than this. And I just take the drawing, like crumple it up and throw it into the forge. Just like completely embarrassed by like the chicken scratch that was me drawing this out while we were stranded on the fucking island.
Alright, I can show you what I have so far. What I have found that names are going to change. This is just stuff I have currently found that matches the aesthetic. Potentially.
Is that a paddle?
Yeah.
Double paddle?
Those are actually real. Those are whalebone clubs used by the Maori.
Someone did
Think the
research.
Maori, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different Pacific Islander tribes, and also there was some stuff about like Native Alaskan, sort of like that region of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Inuits.
Yes.
Inuits. The reason I thought Maori is because
No, it's both.
no. So when I was at the Museum of Sydney, they had a like Maori exhibit. You're specifically not allowed to take any pictures of it because they have like beliefs about pictures and stuff. And it was really cool because they had a lot of like whalebone sculptures and things carved out of them. So it just made me think of that.
Yeah.
Scrimshaw.
Yeah, so I have a giant claymore.
Not like Scrimshaw.
Twin thing. Oh, what?
Scrimshaw.
Just didn't even know.
Scrimshaw is like specifically like a European thing.
Yeah.
It's
Got
like
it.
it's more like sort of like fine detail scratching that is like inked over, versus like a lot of native stuff is more like almost more like sort of like Celtic sort of like like carved like big lines and stuff instead of like small scratching.
Right.
Yeah. I
Right.
figure I would tell you what I was thinking so far. So if anybody wanted to change what's going to happen with their item. Also, the Katars were for Bungus, because Bungus actually sent me something specific. Those are not the finished product, because I need to do some Photoshop with it. But the idea was she was turning your gravity busters, like you were asking, into Katars.
Sick.
If
So
anyone
Titan's
wants,
Tooth Claymore for Perlin.
obviously, this little amulet, which is actually carved out of a whalebone, I was going to make as a sort of spellcasting focus.
Cool.
If Perlin wants that, and then I have a ring, which might do something, and a shield, which might do something. Which I know that says Blue Dragon, but it won't say Blue Dragon later. And also, Blue Dragon is like the lightning one. That makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
And as an
Should I
aside,
be
the
able to
Griffin
do
saddlebag
something?
is awesome. Sorry.
Sure. You don't have to choose between specifically what I'm showing. I have been doing my research to try to find 5e weapon descriptions and images for things both either made out of whale bones, made out of bones in general that I can say are whale bones, etc. If you have a specific kind of item you want, message me about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. As you guys bring in the whale tooth and give her your descriptions, which you do not have to give right now, because we will effectively start the next session with you all getting these items. That's going to wrap up this as she gives a creepy little wave. Anyway, Yogu,
Yeah.
roll Constitution save. Roll 3 Constitution saves.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Take the
no.
lowest.
Said 3.
Take the lowest.
It's an 11. It's pretty low. Okay, 7.
Oh. Yogu. Yogu, my main monkey. I love this lizard. You hear as the small crowd in the I don't even remember what I called this place erupts in cheers. You throw a mug in the air. The mug falls down, and the beer is like separate. You like unhinge your jaw and like catch the beer all at once. You're having a great time. Who was gonna go check on Yogu first? I think it was Bungus.
It was Bungus.
Yeah.
Bungus, you walk in and you see Yogu just sprawled out on a table. Like
Oh, no.
Completely plastered.
the floorboards are like rotting through even further from the acidity and Yogu's saliva that is dripping out onto them. There is a small, like, halfling man cowering under the table just putting context clues together. Bungus, you're pretty sure Yogu wanted to eat that guy.
He did.
But yeah, Yogu's out.
3 sheets to the wind.
Oh no, Yogu.
Is that
Oh.
Bungu? Yoku looks up.
A lizard can't hold his alcohol.
Bungu.
Nay. I'm going to sit him up, put him on a chair. Yeah, I'm going to sit next to him, and I'll like grab him by the arm if he starts swaying.
He does.
Just like, All right, I'll just lean him up against me. I'm gonna order a drink.
Yogu, Yogu loves you. As he pats his head. You're a good friend, Bunku.
And some water.
The robot and Nasir greets you, and he's like, "Hey, Bungus, water."
Hey!
And
What you got?
did you guys pickpocket me?
Me? No.
I feel like you guys.
Me specifically, no.
See, I've been since that night, I've been going sober. I started thinking, I feel like I had less stuff in the coat before you guys showed up.
Yogu has no idea what you're
No.
talking about.
I mean, you may have gotten a little generous, but like, I don't. I didn't do any. I would never do that.
Roll a deception check.
I'm not lying.
Roll a persuasion check then. If you don't think you're lying, roll persuasion.
Oh.
I know Yogu's...
Slowly slide you the beer. All right,
Maybe
I'm watching you.
Didn't I erase his memory?
Did you erase his memory?
I think didn't I use the mind mugger mitts to
Good.
ask him to give us something and then erase his memory to make him forget he ever had it?
That. In defense, he says he feels like he had less stuff than he started with, but he doesn't have a concrete understanding.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, checks out. Like, he's just still
Yeah.
like, eh, something doesn't check out here, but...
yeah.
I mean,
No, I
I
trust
had
you.
nothing
I
to do
trust
with
you.
it. So.
I trust you. All right. Well,
All right. Well,
We would never steal anything from you. Ever.
all right. That'll do.
okay. All right. I
guys
still
wanna buy some
start
pocket
sipping.
watches?
Go! Shoot!
It's a new device. It tells you whether or not the sun's out.
You guys want to buy some sundials?
All right.
I feel like that's a joke from somewhere.
Hercules.
Is it? Yeah. There. Yeah.
But so, with that, you wrap up Yogu or whatever.
Yeah. I finished my drink and I throw Yogu's arm over my shoulder and I drag him on home.
Nox, roll 2 Tinker Tools checks. Nox? Oh no, it's me. It's me.
It's not
I'm
you.
dead.
No, you're good.
No.
Oh.
You know what? Actually, it is you.
Aha!
Tinker Tools. Oh, that's...
But you should have proficiency,
You should have proficiency.
and
I don't know if that's
Yes.
gonna help.
is it
Yes.
a Tinker Tools plus, like, Dex, or... Because a lot of times, like, a skill check with tools is...
It's just +5 proficiency.
Yeah, but then Tinker Tools is Dex based, I think.
it can be whatever whatever the check is decided for. So, like, if this is an intelligence
I'll let you
based
make it
Tinker
intelligence.
Tool or a
Yeah,
Dex
we'll say
based.
intelligence based. So add your intelligence plus your proficiency, which is
So it's
what
a
base
15 and a 4.
15 and a 4,
Or 15 and a 14.
15 and a 14. All right. Bungus, you carry Yogu into the ship through the gaping hole that you've all just decided is the new door. Roger, Yogu, Perlin, Damien are all already back. I assume you probably got like a case of ale that you're all sharing around. Nox, you scramble down a little scaffold. You scramble down this little scaffold, like pulley, and like wipe blood and grease off of your brow. It has been a long day. Your hands glow blue, a little blue from all of the like float stone stuff you've been messing with. And you think that you can fix it, but not quickly. One of them is still working, and you could probably use that as a blueprint to try to fix the other three. But the other three together, you probably have 1.2 total if you took all of the parts from them. There are so many pieces of this thing missing. Not just the float stone, the ship in general. You guys are going to need parts.
Let me get parts.
I mean, this thing was built, a large part of it from the at the library. You think the library's got parts?
Are we gonna sail to the library?
Well,
I suppose we could teleport there.
We gotta...
And aren't there those little gates to get there too?
Yeah, but, I was just thinking, we have another ship in the meantime. It's on the shelf over there. We could just pop out, put this one in the bottle, and then either teleport there or take the ship there. We're kind of on the right side, at least, to go from here to where the library was. At least the last entrance we went through. And we could get in there that way. I mean, it would be a lot faster, I'm sure, to just put it in the bottle and then teleport there. But I mean, that would at least have a place to work on it that might have some parts.
Yeah.
Nox, from what you're determining, you don't even a lot of what you need isn't even specific parts. It's just kind of like raw sheet metal to cover up a lot of the holes in like the hull. Roll a history check, or never mind. Your dice are not being friendly to you tonight.
Yeah, they're not. That's okay. I'm saving it for combat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, you know that you mostly just need sheet metal, and then a couple of like specific parts.
Well, you think we can just get most of that where we are here, Nox? I mean, you're kind of the expert. I'm sure we can probably just buy some sheet metal, but those parts that you need, are those specific enough that we're gonna have to like go to a place where they might exist, or is it something that you can just kind of cobble together with whatever we can find here?
Nah, we'll have to find them. Not here, though.
Alright, so at the very least, we need to be out of the box because it's a sinking hazard. So probably putting it in the bottle and either sailing around on the BBC or teleporting. Oh shit. We can't take the whole crew with that, can we?
You sold the BBC in Ulcaster.
I think you're misremembering.
I'm not.
Pretty sure you are.
Did we sell the
You
people?
We may
double
need to buy
dealt it.
a boat.
Oh yeah, we did double deal it.
Yeah, but we were gonna triple deal it because we stole it again.
I think he's right. I don't think we stole it again. But no, but we could just get a smaller boat. I mean, shit. Actually, do we have any money?
Yeah, we should have some money. We should have some ship funds.
Oh fuck yeah, we got a lot of ship funds. We could buy a ship. We could buy a small boat. We don't have a ton of crew after the whole giant whale thing. There's like 10 of us.
Little sloop.
As you guys are talking, Kaimil walks in, and he's got a goat, like, over his shoulders.
This is a submarine, not an ark, sir.
Oh, you brought dinner.
No, is that for nighttime? Is that for you?
Hey, Nox, I went to the guy. I went to the parts guy across the way and asked him about what you were saying, and he gave me a goat.
You just gave it to you, or did you pay for that?
I paid for it.
What
Probably
the
too
fuck,
much.
Kaimel?
I didn't know I was buying a goat.
Is there just a collective pinch of the bridge of the nose? Like we're all just fuck.
All right. Yeah. We're not getting anything we need here. All right. Well, shit. I guess. Do we even need a boat to go fight a god? Or what? What?
The god is a kraken, so
Yeah, but if we can't hurt him,
under the sea.
yeah.
but if we can't hurt it except for beating on it with pieces of god, is the boat really gonna help us, or is it just gonna endanger people?
Well, that's why we get the
What you go
ship spear.
We're gonna ram the ship. Hopefully, it
Do we
hits that
have-
point into the giant fucking kraken.
Exactly.
Do we know of a way to summon this, or are we just gonna is it supposed to spawn at like a certain time somewhere, or
Didn't you guys see a
there
temple in
is-
your dreams?
Yeah, there's a
oh, yeah,
temple,
the temple
under the
yeah, I
sea.
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. That you need a vessel that could travel under the sea.
Yeah, so we need to fix the submarine.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, everything is pointing me as in we need to get back
need
to
to
the
buy a boat.
library, and I think the question is, do we need the crew to get there immediately? How many people can you teleport, Perlin?
Up to 8.
All right. So what if you just took, us and like a couple of extra hands and the box, the heart-shaped box in the bottle to the library. We teleport all of us there tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow, you teleport back here. And then the day after that, you bring the rest of the people. I mean, we got less than 16 people. So, we just make this a couple-day trip. I'm sure Nox is going to need more than a couple of days to patch all these holes and stuff. So,
Look,
rather than taking a
Do
boat that,
we-
takes, 2 weeks. Sorry.
that's fair. That's
Nox, looking around at all the work, you get ideas of how you could get other people to do stuff. Lay off the heavy lifting, push that onto everyone else.
Yeah, it's what we pay him for. I'll give you 10 gold if you staple the sheet metal in the
If
front of the
I
ship.
if I do what?
10 gold. Fix the ship.
Okay. Show Yogu money.
Yoku, don't worry about that 10 gold. I'll give you this piece of jerky, and I'll just keep your money.
Oh, yeah, that sounds complete. Yeah, Yoga will do that.
Would you do it for a Yogu treat?
Shh.
Yogu like starts grabbing at the jerky.
Yeah, I just give it to him.
It's Yoga takes it.
Yeah, actually, Kymel, if you want to cut a couple of strips off of that goat and dry them out, my bag is starting to get real low. I'm running low on Yogu treats.
The goat just is like, "Meh," at that.
Man, I really hope this goat can't speak or anything. Alright, yeah, so, does anyone have a better plan than going to the library and teleporting over a couple of days? I mean, I guess this puts a lot of pressure on Nox and the captain, but, you guys are kind of the only ones who can do it.
Kymel's also going to, real quick on the topic of the goat, Kymel's going to be like, I don't really feel comfortable killing a goat after sailing under Blackhoof.
Ah, good point. Here. I take the goat from Kymel.
Okay.
I'm just holding it
He just
for now.
sets the goat down.
Yep, just like hold. I'm sure there's like a little rope or something. I'm just like holding the rope. All right, yeah. We'll. Thanks, Kymel. We'll look for your input later.
I'm going to bed.
All right. I'm gonna take this down to the mess and butcher the hell out of this thing because I feel really useless right now. You guys let me know what we're doing as far as teleporting and fixing the ship and stuff. I gotta go make some Yogu treats. And I walk the goat down like the hall towards wherever like the kitchens are to like fucking butcher this goat.
The walk of shame. Or the is there a name for
No,
First time.
dead
Yeah.
goat
Won't be the
walking?
last time.
it's like, who's a great boy? You're a good boy. Come on, goat. Let's go. You're gonna be so tasty and you don't even know it.
The goat isn't really following you. You have to pull it, but it's not very strong.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, he like rears back and tries to ram you.
Yeah.
So, did we say teleport to the library was the idea?
I mean, yeah, like out of character. I mean, that's what I had proposed. I mean, I feel like that's
That
fast.
actually is good because we have stuff we took from there, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is like fastest, but we'd have to do it in a couple of different days. And there is,
Yeah.
again, still a... Well, I guess if we have stuff from there...
Yogu isn't cognizant enough to realize this, but there are trees on this island.
Tree
That's-
stride.
That is
No.
true, yeah.
Teleportation via plants.
Yeah. So we could do that.
So you can do
too.
it there and that and back in the same day.
Yeah. So yeah, well, with Tree Stride, we can get everyone in one go. Because it's like open for 6
like-
seconds, we can just run, or 10 seconds or something, we can just run through. And
Run all
have,
6 of you through.
well, the 6 of us plus the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 13 of us. Surely we can crowd around a tree and run through in 6 seconds.
Alright.
Alright.
Before we go, I want more than just me, like a handful of people, to take some small ship piece with them, just in case mine gets lost for some reason. I don't know what I should take, just like...
Break a piece off
Here's
of
the
our
one.
new door, which is just that hole to the side of the ship.
As Perlin is like saying this, I imagine he's sitting around like, oh yeah, we should all take a piece of the ship. I don't know what to take. You're like looking around. Fucking like nuts and bolts are like falling from the ceiling. Like there's a sheet metal that was welded on today that like the seam just like fucking breaks like a zipper all the way down and falls off.
Now we've got a Ship of Theseus problem. Does the new sheet metal count as the old ship, or?
I know you said Ship of Theseus, but I definitely heard Ship of Feces.
Both.
Emphasis on shit.
Ugh.
The Ship of Theseus.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so...
Well, so now you have a solid plan for what you're going to do here. We have 15 minutes left. We can go ahead and like run through this quickly so we don't have to spend a whole lot of time next session ship parting. Because it sounds like you've solved all your travel issues forever.
I would say
We would
forever.
never have any more
I mean, it's a
problems.
once a day thing.
Yeah.
Well, you have 2 once a day anywhere teleports.
One of
well-
them's only to other places with trees.
That you've been
That Yogu
before.
has seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta
It's also
teleport
not
somewhere
quite
first.
anywhere,
You have
It's usually risky for us unless we were going back to the ship. Because now we can pretty much go back to the ship, no problem.
you have 2 fast travels a day plus like I don't. Travel is not a problem for you guys anymore.
Well,
so,
it's basically just
Is someone-
warp home. To be fair, I mean that was a good point Matt brought up. Like, they're recall potions.
Or
they're not.
anywhere else where you got something.
Yeah.
Like I have a spell book that I got in Oldcaster, so theoretically I could warp there too.
you wake up the next morning. You take all of your little hand-drawn blueprints of weapons to the to Alcorvus. Then Yogu, you go ahead and put the heart-shaped box in the bottle. You all line up at a tree. And Yogu says the magic words.
Oh, I don't know, honestly.
Dippity dee, dippity tree.
Dippity dee, dippity tree. Open the way for me.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah, go, everyone, go.
Just
Quick,
immediately
6
start
seconds.
shoving like Kymel and the rest of the crew through.
Where'd my dice go? There. Everybody makes it. Barely. Your little gnome at the end. Just rushing through.
So, Kamo at the back of the marching order.
The 13 of you stand before the charred remnants of the Randwick tree. And pop into the library. So I keep deleting all my maps and stuff, but so
We know our way around.
library. You pop into the library and poking around. The library looks a lot cleaner than it did before. You can tell that the robots have been tight at work.
Hey, you know what I just realized? How the fuck did Anasir get to the Saderlands on that island?
Assume one of those teleporting doors downstairs.
We should have just asked that motherfucker what door he walked through. We could just walk back out in here. And we didn't have to spend the last 2 hours flying down through that hole and pushing through all the cobwebs and shit. I have bat shit on my coat.
Damn.
You know how hard it is to get
Not
bat
so
shit out of
bad.
wool?
I need batshit to cast Fireball. Can I have it?
Alright. I'm just like scraping it off.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen bat shit. It would be very hard to get off. If it got stuck good, but you guys made your way down to the bottom in the library, walking through. Ptolemy greets you.
Tommy.
What?
P. Tommy.
P. Tommy is not my name, Master Damien. P. Tommy is certainly not my name, Master Damien, but whatever you prefer to call me. I'm not going to argue anymore. I'm done.
All right, Master P. Let's get this moving. We got a boat to rebuild.
Okay. Guides you down, opens up the Hexbeard's study. Crawl through the fireplace, get to the secret place, pop into the warp chambers, and bada bing, bada boom. Now you guys are all repositioned back in the workshop for back in Hexbeard's ship dock workshop. There's enough scrap metal here to tightly repair the ship without much of a question. With the help of Ptolemy and I think Euclid was the crafty robot.
Yeah, weren't
with the
there
help of
maintenance
Ptolemy.
spots too?
Yeah, there were like little maintenance spots that would help, and Euclid was specifically a craftsman robot.
Mm-hmm.
But with the help of all of them, it takes about a week to get the ship together.
Did Al Corvus tell us how long it would take to have our items completed?
I assume in this time you would have popped back to get it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, did she say come back in 3 days, or is it like, yes, come back in 3 months?
Now
So
that
about a week.
you're thinking about it, she didn't say anything. You pop in about 3 days after, thinking that that's probably enough time, and she has them prepared.
Sick.
However, I would like to play that out next time.
Yeah.
If everybody's got an item they want to send me, or a concept for a whalebone, whale tooth weapon they want, we'll start the next session. What do you guys? All right, what are you guys doing for the next session? Where are we thinking?
Well, once we get
Our
the
weapons.
once we
I
get
have
the
a specific
weapons-
idea of where you're going.
Killing
But
Alistair.
choo choo. You want to kill Alistair first?
That's my take. It's like the final boss of every Final Fantasy game. First, you kill the main bad guy, and then you have some weird esoteric killing god fight.
That is true,
Secret
actually.
It really doesn't fit into the main plot, but sure.
Yeah, where's
I'd
the
like to
secret
fix
boss
the
that's
ship.
harder than both of them?
Okay. Well, either way, I think we're all in agreement. First step is weapons.
Hmm.
Right.
And then second step,
Weapons are going to be like 10 minutes.
right.
Do we even know where to find Kensington?
No. But
Right
we
now?
do know where to find... I mean, we can try to scry on him and find him that way, but...
Well, couldn't we teleport to his glass eye?
Are we
We've all
familiar
seen
with
it.
that?
We've seen it,
You
but...
He tried to
None of you
shoot
have,
us
like,
with it.
held it or anything.
Yeah, isn't it
Well,
also
it-
like items not being worn
So
or carried?
You're missing the thing that. Well,
Yeah,
I was
it
also
can't
saying
be
he's
held or
missing the
carried
pe-
by an unwilling
the-
creature.
Yeah, because that was Blackhoof's eye. That was Vlane's eye,
Yeah.
which is how you would have a connection to it.
Oh,
Anyway.
and no, also the destination has to be a destination. Sorry,
Yeah, it has to be a
the thing has to be held or carried by an unwilling creature is teleporting an object. not teleporting to an object. You have to teleport to a destination.
Yeah, then I'd say scry, teleport to him, preferably while he's asleep. Let's just wait until at nighttime and we beat his ass while he's sleeping.
It's when he's most vulnerable. Either sleeping or like on the toilet or something.
I was gonna say on the toilet would be the best.
Are we worried?
He's just like
Tywin
You
Lannister.
guys are right here again.
Are we at all worried that he's gonna somehow like use your? Because he's somewhat tied to the one below, sort of, right? Not really, but like, sort of. No, he's not at all. Because he's a Kalika dude, and Kalika's not the one below. Those are separate entities. Oh, I was afraid he was gonna like somehow use your curses like against you, and that's why we should cure the curse first. Also, the fucking goddess of death said that Damien didn't have a whole lot of time. So, does that mean that Damien is going to use the last of his time to try to kill Kensington, or he's going to try to give himself more time first?
That's fair. If that's the vibe you got, which makes sense, yeah, let's kill the Leviathan first, and then we'll kick Kenzie's ass.
I mean, I'm kind of...
Okay, I want to be 100% clear. I want to be 100% transparent. I would love for... this is open world now. You can tackle the 2 remaining events in any order. I definitely have an order planned that would need to be changed if you decided to do Kensington first.
I think we should do the Leviathan first. I think that just makes more sense, because I feel like as freaked out as Roger is about what the Goddess of Death was saying, that he's like, Damien, you're going to fucking die in the next, 2 days if we don't go cure this curse. Mr. Spots on Face, whatever the hell that was.
While he's shrugging, his jacket blinks at you with all 1,000 of its eyes.
Let's go kill that Leviathan, and then we'll kill...
Did you forget about his jacket?
Alright. So I think that's the plan for next session then. So weapons.
All right.
Leviathan.
Weapons, Leviathan. 1 below. Yeah.
Yes. For the weapon stuff, do you want us to just send you hey, this is kind of the item I'm thinking about, and some sort of thematic stuff, or do you want to do you want me to create an item and send it to you and be like, do you like this?
If you would like to create an item and send it to me and get my thoughts on it, feel free. And if you would like to give me a direction to go in for what it should do, feel free. I think it is entirely fair that all of these items are definitely going to be in the legendary category. Really, they're artifacts, but
I mean, they're
power level wise, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, they're artifact level, one of a kind things.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you guys are now the legendary heroes that took the weapons crafted of the bones of God to slay a giant monster, which sounds like some kind of ancient myth that a future story would use these weapons. So I didn't intend for that. That sounds awesome. Love that. If you have a specific idea of what these what you want your item to do, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I just that's something I do for my games, so that's why I don't want to take that away from you. That's what I'm saying. Is like, if you want me to send you something, I will. But otherwise, I'll just give you an idea. And of course, this is with my fucking computer.
Him or me?
Oh. I'm not sure if it was me or you. I just see Matt with his fucking eyebrow raised.
Thank you.
Well, I think it's me. Fuck.
All we got was Matt with his fucking eyebrows.
Matt was just sitting there like frozen on my screen, like.
Yeah. So, yeah, your epic god-killing weapons. Matt, if you don't want the claymore, don't feel like you have to take it. I did like that, and the fact that it was already called Titan Tooth Claymore just worked.
I mean, I've always felt like I'm more of a sword and board guy. That's been my theme the entire campaign, but you know.
Do you want a sword and board? Because
No.
that claymore could be a broadsword.
The only time you've
I
used
love a claymore.
the only time you've used a shield is when your sword was also a shield.
Yeah.
I don't use weapons. I just shoot fireball.
Can we
then
use some of the
perhaps-
pulp from inside the tooth to make like a fancy pistol?
It's like gunpowder. That's what I was thinking.
A bone
Yeah.
pistol.
Yeah, bone
Ooh, I
bullets.
do like the idea of an ivory pistol.
Yeah, I did find an ivory pistol that was like I was considering. I don't know if I saved it because my computer force restarted while I had all my tabs open for this stuff.
All right, but so long story short, send you either a description, idea, and/or potentially some mechanics.
Yeah. And Taylor, anybody else who doesn't want to talk can leave. I just wanted to get one last thing for Taylor. Do you like the idea of turning your brass knuckles into guitars? Because I liked that idea, and this was the closest thing I could find that I could find like ivory stuff for. The Dolly Mini did not do a good job at whale tooth brass knuckle.
Yeah. My big problem is like I would be able to like. I guess I could just do extra. I've got plenty of extra attacks, but like.
Well, so the guitars like.
Oh, I could
count?
do double. Yeah, I could do 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, so they're supposed to count as daggers, but I would just say these count as your brass knuckles, where they're unarmed strikes effectively, but like super bonus.
You know, to do that, or like almost like the brass knuckles where it has a knife, like
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Oh, the trench knives, where it's like the brass
Yeah.
knuckle handle with the knife sticking out the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I originally just thought like tooth spikes, like little teeth at the end of the brass knuckles. So like,
Oh, cool.
Oh, just like basically spiked brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd
yeah,
be sick. I mean, honestly, those are all great ideas.
yes.
I got a question, Quentin.
Yeah.
Should I be just proposing like, oh, this type of weapon would be cool, or should I be proposing like effects of the weapon?
You can't. You should be proposing. I want this type of weapon. Perlin would ask for this type of thing. You can, if you want, say what you would like it to do, and like we'll see what we can come up with.
Yeah, I may leave the effects up to you, just because I feel weird inventing my own like weapon abilities.
Oh. So here's the thing: you give me like an effect of like I want this to like I hold it up and it just turns everybody to stone or something, like something super broken, and I can like add text to that and add saves to that to make it like not as broken
Okay.
and like actually playable.
I get vapor eyes, and I could like.
I can cast Disintegrate. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Whenever you cast Disintegrate this way, roll a dex save yourself, and you might also be disintegrated.
I
You
get to
just get blown back and like.
I get to cast Disintegrate 3 times per round from my hands.
Each attack is to disintegrate.
That's
I action search.
with how busted you guys are getting with all the cool shit you've got. That's like basically what Kensington's gonna be, and you're still gonna beat him.
Oh no.
It's like
Is
Of like, I can attack 3 times per round, cast Disintegrate each time.
See, I feel like I've got some really busted spells, but at the same time, I'm totally one-shotable still. So, we'll see how it goes.
epitome
Is
of
what-
glass cannon.
I'm
The
squishy.
glassiest of cannons.
Yes.
is what I sent okay? I know it's not like a weapon, but I was curious.
Oh, right. 'Cause
Well, I
you
mean,
wanted,
like, for you guys, like, spell casting, like, something to amplify your spells so that it has,
Yeah.
like, some sort of divine energy into it just makes sense.
Yeah, so if I can find like a helmet or something, I don't, because like, so it is made out of a tooth, so like a skull helmet. I don't know if that like makes a whole lot of sense, but I did have that like whale tooth, the whalebone talisman. That's like as a spellcasting focus or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, wherever you think sounds
I also
good.
had the idea because you have the Python staff.
I do.
One of the ideas I had for that was
A bone snake.
well, so like the snake has a mouth, and instead you like put like a little piece of the bone, or like make the fangs out of the bone, and then you could basically like staff the staff down, and it would like make a lightning scythe blade.
That'd be fucking sick. Yeah.
But all right, anything else? Just message me. It's
No.
10:06. All right, see y'all later.
Sounds good.
All right.
You guys
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.